Hey gang, Mark from the Mahoning Drive-In here, letting you know what is playing this week at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in a segment we like to call This Week at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. So, this week at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater, we have 4 days, 4 programs, something for everybody. On Thursday, our Thursday Thread Up series continues with a single feature 35mm screening of Robert Zemeckis' Death Becomes Her, starring Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep in a supernatural horror comedy. That is Thursday night. On Friday and Saturday, we got a lot of family stuff going on. We got a lot of events. We got a lot of activity. On Friday, it is the Scooby-Doo Spook-A-Roo. We are featuring rare 35mm presentations of the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo films from the early 2000s, starring a lot of familiar faces and a lot of familiar characters. But in addition to the film, we have a schedule of events. The schedule is actually the same for Friday and Saturday, but I'm going to tell you both in case somehow you manage to tune in a streaming video late. On Friday, gates open at 5 p.m. This is true of Saturday as well. For people to come in and set up if you're doing trunk or treat, we're doing trunk or treat where you can decorate up your cars. There will be a winner, and we will also allow you to give out candy to the youth or the adults or whoever you want to give out candy to. 5:30 is when trunk or treat officially begins. 6 p.m. we have a Halloween egg hunt for the kids. At 7:20 we have a costume contest, and at 7:30 is showtime. And just as a refresher, at this point forward in October, once the sun starts setting earlier, gates open generally at 6, but Friday and Saturday they're opening at 5. And showtime is always at 7:30. We just freeze it at 7:30 because it starts getting dark earlier and earlier. We have the Big Kid Store with us on Friday, selling all kinds of retro cool toys and merch. They're also helping us with their regular scavenger hunt, which is very, very popular. And there will also be a Scooby-Doo related photo op and cool raffles and all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be super fun if you're a Scooby-Doo fan. On Saturday, that's the day after Friday, if I'm doing my math correctly, we have Calendar Flashback 85. This is something we've wanted to do for a very long time. This is recreating an actual double feature that played at the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in 1985. Funny enough, there are 2 movies not from 1985, but that was just, when they showed up at the Mahoning. So this is recreating, I believe it's the original play date for this was August 16th and 17th, 1985. We're doing it again. It is E.T. from 1982, which happened to be re-released in 1985, thus why it was playing there in 1985, followed by John Carpenter's Starman. Not a film that's screened very often as far as Carpenter's filmography goes, but a wonderful comedy, sci-fi, romance, drama with Karen Allen and Jeff Bridges as the titular Starman. If you're like me and you used to watch a ton of TV in the 80s around this time, you remember that there was actually a Starman TV series that was spun off the following year that was a sequel to this show that starred Robert Hayes from Airplane and Angie fame. So we are going to do all the stuff we did on Friday again on Saturday for this Calendar Flashback show. Scavenger hunt by the Big Kid Store. Gates at 5 so you can set up your trunk or treat. 5:30 trunk or treat begins. 6 o'clock Halloween egg hunt. 7:20 costume contest. 7:30 double feature begins on 35mm on the big screen. And we're really trying to do the 1985 thing right here. All the trailers are from 1985, and the DJ set that I'll be doing entirely songs that were in the top 40 on the radio the weekend these movies originally played in 85. So super excited about that. On Sunday, the Sunday Essentials series returns with small film, kind of obscure. I know we're rolling the dice if anybody's heard of this one or not. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather from 1972 on film, single feature, because as you may know, not a short film, The Godfather, and I will also be doing a DJ set of Italian music before that. So going to be a super fun weekend at the Mahoning. I hope you can make it out to 1, 2, or 4 of these events with us. We'd love to see you out. The season is getting very short. We only have a couple of weeks left until we close up for 6 months. And information, that's what you probably want. Not that I didn't give you some already, but if you are looking to get tickets in advance, go to mahoningdit.com where there will be all the information, and that links to everything else that we do, the podcast, the Patreon, the ticketing events, the off-season fund, the merch. It's all there. Hope to see you at the drive-in.